What is your name and what is your position?
My name is Cynthia Hernandez, Police Officer 3 with Newton Community Police Station.
How long have you been at Newton Division?
At Newton, I've been here for a little bit over 3 years, working under Community Safety Partnership, which we patrol the area of the Housing Authority, and that encompasses the area of 55th and Long Beach, all the way to 51st, Compton, Long Beach area. And overall, I've been with the department for a little bit over 11 years, going almost on 12 years. And prior to that, I was also an explorer growing up, which helped a lot in becoming a Los Angeles police officer.
Because you've worked that many years, do they expect more from you?
Yes, they expect more of you regardless, no matter what. There's always high expectations of being a police officer, especially a female police officer, because you have to catch up to all the male officers. You have to train harder. You have to educate yourself. You have to make sure that you're able to keep up with everyone in the department. And just because you're a female doesn't mean that you can't keep up. So there is higher expectations of not only men, but mostly of women.
What are some benefits of your career?
Some of the benefits of our careers, obviously, we have great health benefits. We have pensions, so when we retire, we're able to save up our money and live a comfortable lifestyle and be able to support our families even though we were retired.
What are some obstacles you have faced throughout your career?
Obstacles were, well, I'm short and I'm a female. So I think some of the obstacles that have been presented to me were when I come across people that are higher statute than I am and heavier set. I would always have to figure out a way of de-escalating the situation. So I think more of the physical aspect. I've had issues with that, but I've been able to overcome it due to my communication skills.
What is one of the biggest challenges as a woman you have faced throughout your career?
As a female, one of the biggest challenges, I think that for the most part, like when we come across calls or individuals out in the street, community members that don't see eye to eye with law enforcement, I think one of the biggest factors have been that they feel that females can't really do the job. I know I've gone on a couple of occasions that, oh, that's not a woman's job. You guys should leave that to the men. And, but it doesn't bother me because I love a good challenge, and that's why we're here. We're here to, make sure that we're doing the same work as our fellow co-workers, even if they're males or females, and just be able to protect and serve the community so that people are safe.
Throughout your career, have you ever doubted yourself encountering males?
Have I ever doubted myself? No. Doubted? No, but it's been something that always crosses my mind. I know coming across people in radio calls, especially males of higher statute, you would have to think about things before acting right away. You would have to learn how to assess the situation, look at the background of the radio calls and what's going on before you react. Usually when I approach males, and especially if they're bigger and heavier and taller than me, and it all goes accordingly to the calls. So if we get comments saying that obviously there's a crime, then we're going to investigate and they're going to be apprehended. But if it's just an encounter where we're just talking to them, my communication skills are definitely going to kick up because you're going to need to learn how to speak to them, since you're going to need to learn how to get their control and their attention in order for them not to look at you as, oh, she's some short female I could, throw across the room. So I think that's very important for the youth to learn, that communication and being able to talk to people is very important, because that's one of the key factors when you're a police officer. You have to encounter a lot of people's day to day, and you're going to have to learn how to communicate with them and make sure that you're damn good at it, because it could all change in a split second. So obviously your life is gonna matter at that point. But yeah, there's been a couple times where I've had encounters with males, but I've never doubted myself because you have to be confident at what you're doing.
Who was your inspiration in becoming what you are today?
Growing up, I think I was in a third, fourth grade, and I had a female officer that went to my elementary school, and I had a doctor, and I believe it was during career day. And I remember looking at the police officer and saying, wow, she's badass. I want to do that when I grow up. So that always stuck in the back of my head. And eventually, I joined the Explore programs and participated with a lot of people and got to see more and more of the police department. And that was more of a motivation for me. So I think it all started when I was in the third, fourth grade during that career day. And since then, I've been able to look at female police officers in a different way and have a lot of respect to them. So I think overall, all the females that are officers were my inspiration.
Do you think women are capable of doing the work men can do in law enforcement?
Oh, yeah, by far. I think females could do anything males can. And obviously, even though I'm short, I was able to do all the physical stuff that the males were required to do in the academy. So that's, a complete guarantee that females are obviously capable of doing what males can. And in general, I mean, you're going to have a lot of different careers, and there's going to be a lot of obstacles. But if your heart's in it and you have a lot of passion, then it could be, that anyone could overcome anything because females could do whatever they can, just as males, even though sometimes we would have to struggle a little bit more or put a little bit more effort, but the end result's always going to be the same.